We have 2 student accommodation buildings and 1 domestic house for fellows accommodation. And the buildings all had gas-fired boilers, and those boilers were reaching the end of their lives, which was one of the principal reasons for receiving the funding. Through each of the project stages, we had to look at whether we would adopt a fabric first approach and look at the building envelope, make changes and improvements to the fabric before looking at the heating systems, or look at integrating the heating systems as seamlessly as possible and then coming back to the fabric improvements later. So those were all decisions that we needed to look at during the feasibility stage.
We came into this process thinking that it was much better to insulate all the buildings first before heat pumps in. But when you come to a place like Magdalen, you find that it's really difficult to do anything with them. So then you fall back on the engineering, and there's a lot to be gained in doing the engineering really well. The heat pumps can put in as much or as little heat as you want. It's just the efficiency with which they will do that. And if you put bigger radiators in, it allows you to run the systems cooler, which means that you can run heat pumps much more efficiently. That pays dividends when you come to a place like this, in that you can put in things and put in a system that is very efficient, but it does need to be set up well.
Because of the sensitivity of it as a historic environment, the ultimate success is how little impact you have visibly on the setting, the historic setting, as well as, if it's in a listed building, the original fabric of the building. That's your biggest measure. And then you match that with what Bill said about how successful your energy systems are in providing heat to the building. There's a lot of challenges when you do fabric first upgrades. In particular, I mean, you start with the easy gains of windows and air tightness, but it's quite difficult to go into a building, and you can see in this room, to make this into a sort of energy efficient space. How far do you go?
Moving forward with the remainder of the estate, we certainly want to look at other low carbon technologies that can be used, whether it's air source heat pumps, ground source heat pumps, whatever it might be, or boreholes, in order to do that. And in order to ensure that our buildings maintain a relevance for future generations to come, it's imperative that we actually do transition the buildings to low carbon technologies.